Housekiss, welcome to today's Big Brother 18 updates and spoilers. It's the last spoiler video of the season. We've got 2 Housekiss of the day. We've got Ed Batut. Did I say that right? And we've got Alrak. I see what you did there. Thank you so much for the card. It's so cute. And the sweet message inside. And she wants to know, do I think the bullhorn guy this season was a plant by the producers? Because it seems like it's been happening pretty frequently the last few seasons. That's a great question. The thought did cross my mind, because like you would think that they would have better security around the house, but I don't know. I honestly do think it's just like some person not affiliated with the show who's like, yo, what's up? But you know what I enjoyed even more than the bullhorn guy this season? The freaking blow-up doll being dragged from a drone. What the frick was that? I can't believe that happened. But anyway, let's get talking about what's going on in the house. So yesterday was finale eve, and there was lots of reminiscing about the season, mostly between Nicole and Paul. They were talking through everything, and Nicole just cannot get over James voting out Corey. She's like, James and Corey were so close, they're best friends, they had a Texas bond. Nicole, you would not be there still if James did not vote out Corey. So just get over it. Like, what the hell? Alright, so then they were talking about how the finale works, because Nicole's been to the finale before as a juror, as has James, and they were telling Paul, yeah, you know, there's part 3 of the HOH that they still have to play. There's the eviction, jury questioning, final speeches, the vote, and the winner. Alright, so they're pretty excited about that. So a little while later, Nicole was in the Tokyo room by herself. She's practicing all of her speeches because, you know, there's a lot of stuff that you got to think about. You got to think about how you're going to answer certain questions, because you can kind of, you know, count on a few questions that you're definitely going to get, like, what was your biggest game move? Why do you deserve to win over this person? Blah, blah, blah. So she's practicing all of that. She's also practicing her I vote to evict Paul speech for if she wins HOH. So she's like, yeah, I wouldn't even have a chance sitting next to Paul. Like, my heart is telling me to bring him to the end. My head is telling me to bring James to the end. And she's like, even I would want to vote for Paul if he was up against me in the final 2. Oh my god. Okay, so then she's telling herself, like, she shouldn't feel bad about potentially evicting Paul because he's not dumb. He must see this coming. He must know that I'm not taking him, and he probably wouldn't take me either. Yes, he would. He's definitely planning on taking Nicole. And you know what? I don't fault Nicole if she does take James. Like, I get it. She thinks that she can beat him. The thing that just rubs me the wrong way is that she's been selling this so hardcore to Paul this week that she's going to the end with him and that James does not deserve to go to the final 2. So it's just, like, kind of gross if she would go back on that. I mean, I don't know. What do you guys think? I mean, it's just kind of gross, especially since she's always claiming, like, I've never done anything bad in my whole life. Alright, so then she keeps asking God to let her win the competition, take the right person in the end. God's got more important things to talk about, to work on, whatever. So then she's like, what would Corey want me to do? Oh my god, this is your game. Okay, so then a little while later, Nicole was talking to Paul, and she was freaking out in front of him about this decision that she may potentially have to make. Because it's either going to be Nicole or Paul deciding who's going to the final 2. So she's like, what if I can beat James, but I can only get 2nd place against you? And Paul's like, I mean, yeah, I'm not even worrying about that because I've already decided that I'm taking you to the end. So, like, I don't know why you're freaking out, because if we actually stick with what we decided on a while ago, we're both going to get something, so, like, why are you freaking out? So then he tells Nicole, I'm going to be really upset if you scumbag me and take James to the final 2, and I may never talk to you again. Whoa! Alright, so then Paul is trying to convince her that they have a better chance against each other than up against James in the final 2. I think he's starting to get a little nervous here because, like I said, Nicole has been very set, at least when she's talking to Paul, all week on taking him to the final 2 and not James. So now he's just like, whoa, what's going on here? So then all 3 of them together were talking more about this season, things that happened, decisions that were made. And Nicole brings up she's still, like, kind of pissed at James for turning his back on her and Corey that week that he voted out Zakiya instead of Michelle. So she's like, you really left us out to dry. What's the deal with that? Again, how many times did Nicole flip back and forth, too? I mean, James is not playing for her, so whatevs. Alright, so that was pretty much it for last night. Nothing too crazy going on. But this morning, the feeds were only on for a little while before they went down for good. And in past seasons, we've seen the house guests make a bit of an effort to, like, say goodbye, like, spell bye out in candy or whatever. This season, they were just like, oh yeah, thanks for watching. Bye. That was it. And then they started talking about, like, iPhones and stuff. Really? And, like, country music. Really? Okay, so then the feeds went off for good. And, that brings us to tonight's finale. So let me know in the comments who you guys want to win this whole thing. And who are you rooting for America's Favorite Player? I say Victor all the way. And of course, James was still like, even last night, I hope everyone's going to be eligible for America's Favorite Player. Like, I hope I still have a shot at it. Alright, so let me know what you guys think in the comments. I want to thank everybody so much for watching with us throughout this season. It's always a blast to read your comments and read your feedback. I know I don't have a chance to answer everybody, or sometimes anybody, but I read all of your comments and I really do appreciate them so much. I also want to thank Mom because she always films and she always edits, even when you fall asleep when we film. I really appreciate it. You're a rock star. And I want to invite you guys to come back. A lot of people have been asking if we're going to be covering Big Brother Over the Top next week. It's next week. The answer is yes. We are going to try to keep up our usual coverage. We're going to be doing our daily updates and spoilers. We're also going to be doing our episode chat, recap, whatever you want to call it. So make sure you check that out. We'll see what it's all about. And then if it's a total fail, we'll take it from there. So I hope to see you guys there. And also I want to announce too, if you haven't already heard, we hit 10,000 subscribers this summer and we're so excited about that and thankful to you guys. So a couple years, I think it was a couple years ago, we promised if we did ever hit 10,000 subscribers, we would do a 12-hour live show. Well, the time has finally come. So we are actually going to be doing our 12-hour live show tomorrow right here on YouTube. So if you want to stop in for as long as you want and chat with us, that would be awesome, because I don't want to just have to be like a freaking, what's that called? What's the thing when they talk in Congress for like forever?
Loser filibuster?
A filibuster. I don't want it to be a filibuster situation. Like, I would love to actually chat with you guys. So we're going to be starting that around 10:30, I want to say, a.m. Eastern time. So some other quick plugs. If you guys enjoy our Big Brother videos, we're also going to be recapping Survivor this season. As always, premiere is tonight, so check that out. And if you want to see more of us, check out our daily vlogs. We have a separate channel for that, and you can find the link for that below. So that's a wrap on season 18. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the live show and next week for Big Brother Over the Top. So thanks again so much, and until next time, much love.